What is going on, everybody? I am back here with the Black White 2 Wi-Fi battle. This time it is a RU match with that newer RU team I said that I made and would get battles with in my last RU battle upload. So yeah, this is that team, and yeah, nothing much to say aside from the fact that just looking at the team preview, Nidoqueen can pretty much tear through his entire team. Like, no joke. Seriously. Nidoqueen has just tear through his entire team if he wanted to. So, that's pretty much the plan. I'm just going to lead off Nidoqueen just because it can pretty much hit everything on his team hard depending on what his sets are. Moltres, if it's Scarf, then Nidoqueen's going to have a bit of a problem. It just depends on what Moltres is locked into. So, lead off with Nidoqueen as he decides to lead off with his Escavalier, and I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast right off the bat because I know that no matter what he wants to go into, if he wants to go into Moltres, that thing's going to take a bunch of damage, and then I also going to see if it's Choiced or Life Orb or whatever, or if he wants to go into Lantern, then I could just go for the Earth Power on the following turn and more than likely KO that thing. So he does go into his Moltres, and I don't want to stay in there to take whatever hit he wants to throw me, so I'm going to go into my Yuxi here to take whatever hit he wants to throw me. And he goes to the Air Slash as I see that he has Life Orb, so now that I know he's not Scarf, that will come into usefulness later. So I decided to just go for the Thunder Wave, maybe to try to paralyze the Moltres on the off chance that he wants to go for a Fire Blast to try to KO me. I know I could live that. But if he wants to go into Lantern, I could just U-turn out of there. If he wants to go into Sandslash, once again, I could just U-turn out of there and go to an appropriate counter. And my appropriate counter for this Sandslash is my Rotom, because I know that he'll probably just want to set up a rock since I don't have a spinner. And I can just set up a sub on it if he wants to try to Toxic me. So that's what I do here. Go for the sub as he goes into his Lantern to try to take hits from me, as I just go for a Shadow Bar here. Just, I don't know, just to not waste a sub, I guess, because it's free damage on the Lantern, which is always nice. And the Shadow Ball does a actually great amount of damage considering that that's a Lantern, and they're usually very specially defensive. So Scald ends up breaking my sub. Doesn't really surprise me because I'm just a normal Rotom. Go for another Shadow Ball. That looks like to be an easy 3-hit KO. So yeah, more Scalds. He actually ends up getting the burn on this one. So now my what's this thing called? Rotom is just about to die this next turn. And right here, I don't know what exactly compelled me to go for the Pain Split when a Shadow Ball probably would have done more damage in the long run, if not kill, because now his Scald is not going to kill me, but the burn is going to kill me. So if I had gone for the Shadow Ball, then that Lantern probably would have been dead or on the brink of death. But either way, I'm just going to go into my Nidoqueen here. I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave on the off chance that maybe he would want to go into either Moltres or Tangrowth to avoid the Earth Power. Then I could just get some good damage off on those, but either way, Lantern's gonna die. So, in comes this Hitmonchan, and I don't want to risk him being Scarfed or just KOing me with an Ice Punch, so I'm gonna go into my Yuxi here. He does go for the Ice Punch, and then I see Life Orb, so I'm kind of on edge if I could take hits from this, from this Hitmonchan very well. So right here, I'm gonna go for the U-turn because I'm pretty sure that he's gonna want to go into either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's probably just going to want to go into Sandslash to take a Thunder Wave, which he knows that I have. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn as he does go into Sandslash. So I decided to go into my Nidoqueen here, and I go for the Fire Blast, figuring, okay, it's Sheer Force, that's a Sandslash, they aren't too specially defensive, it should kill, right? No. He lives on that tiny little smidgen of HP, and fortunately enough, his Earthquake doesn't kill. The only thing that I'm sure of is the fact that my Nidoqueen can survive one more Stealth Rock switch in. So I'm going to play around that very, very carefully because, like I said at the beginning of the match, my Nidoqueen can pretty much take on his entire team. So, in goes to Hitmonchan, and I'm going to switch out of there because I don't want my I don't want my Nidoqueen to die from his Hitmonchan. So, go into Yuxi pretty much as Death Bar so I can get a safe switch into Emboar, who is Scarf, who can outspeed pretty much his entire team at this point, and I could pretty much just Flare Blitz everything. He could go into his Moltres if he wants to, but that thing is just going to die from a Flare Blitz because this is an Emboar, a Flare Blitz from an Emboar. Not a lot's gonna like taking that hit. So go for that Flare Blitz. He actually ends up switching into his Moltres, so that thing's just gonna die in a couple hits. And yeah, so anyways, at this point I'm looking pretty good, because even if that Hitmonchan does have the Mach Punch, I'm pretty sure I could take it, just because Emboar does have a pretty good natural bulk, on top of the fact that Mach Punch isn't the most powerful of moves. And he actually ends up scoring the crit, which in all honesty I really want to say that matter, because the fact that, like I said, Emboar could pretty much just Flare Blitz everything. So, go into my Omastar here, because I know that if he does have the close combat, I should be able to live it, because I've lived close combats for Hitmonchan before with Omastar, so I'm pretty sure I could take that. After the special defense draw, possibly KO him with a Scald, or if I'm lucky, get the burn. Unfortunately enough, he doesn't have the close combat, and I don't get the burn, so this is gonna make this Hitmonchan a lot more of a threat, because at this point I'm still thinking, alright, it's GG because of that crit Mach Punch. So, yeah, going to Bouffalon here, because I'm just hoping, you know what, Bouffalon has some bulk, so maybe I could take a Drain Punch. I know I could have taken the Drain Punch if I got the burn with the Scald, but unfortunately that doesn't happen because it's Scald. So, Drain Punch just flat out kills my Bouffalon, so now I'm just like, alright, you know what, it's GG, because he can just Mach Punch my Nidoqueen and it would be game. But I end up outspeeding, and he doesn't go for the Mach Punch, so go for the Earth Power, and I actually get the crit this time. So Tide's turn, not once, but twice. So now I know for a fact that Sludge Wave can kill the Tangrowth, but it's really only going to come down to if my Fire Blast can connect with his Escavalier, because if it can, it's GG. If it can't, Nidoqueen can't take any hits. So I'm just really hoping the Fire Blast hits, and it does, and I'm able to snatch the victory with a Nidoqueen at 20 HP. Nidoqueen, why are you so good at this game? Why are you so good at RU? See, this is why Nidoqueen is leaving RU at the end of the month. So, yeah. Anywho, that was the game, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great match, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to show that like button some love, and if you're not subscribed to me already and wish to see more battles and videos and such from me in the near future, then feel free to click that subscribe button wherever the hell it is. So, with that stuff being said, thanks for watching, and peace.